Hello to everybody. Today we are going to talk about an interesting topic. My name is Renzo Semer.
My name is Rafael Pimentel.
Jessica Catucado, Karen Carías,
And I'm Sergio Artica.
And we are going to discuss about a TED video called Why Genetic Research Must Be More Diversity. So this video is about Kellogg Fox, and he has objective a goal to make genetic research more native to indigenous genome sequencing and technology, because he's from Hawaii and he wants to discover more about why some illness happen in that city. And I'm going to explain some terms in the video. He called about Kalaupapa, that this is a Hawaiian leper colony. Also mentioned about Father Damian, that she is a Belgian missionary who was there to take care of the illness. And also he mentioned about Kanaka Maoli, that is the indigenous people of Hawaii, or Maipai. So when he was a child, he always had the interesting and curiosity to know why that illness happened in Hawaii and where did the leprosy bacteria come from. Also in the video said that $2.7 billion project is the amount that he did for the project, because he in the studio said that 96% of the genome study associated for the common genetic variation with specific diseases have focused exclusively for the European ancestry, and another 4% the rest for the diversity. There are different kind of illness there, like the obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular illness, and also Hawaii has the longest life expectancy on average of many of them.
As we know, we live in a racist world where only those who have power are benefited. For example, it's very sad to see how dozens of people are starving in Africa and very few do something to help them. Dozens of people die in hospitals just because they have no resources to pay their medical expenses, and those and more die because don't not even know they are sick. The gas exposed in the video is one of many situations that have been happening in the world, and we don't even realize about it. I'm strongly agree that it's time to start to consider minorities who have always been the most affected in all aspects. In this case, many of the scientists' research will be focused on these people, because very little is known about them and their genetic composition. Even there, we can find many answers to science. Also, I think it's very important to expand and bring education to the most remote places, because everybody has the right to know what's happening in our environment, and thus prevent many situations that affect humanity in general.
hello, develop your knowledge about the importance of the Human Genome Project. The amount of money spent promise new resolutions for medics, and the problems it only investigates European people. Perhaps it is a cause for vaccines to just leave 4% of the investigation to indigenous people, knowing that these people confer the part of the world the most suffer of illness, and that has led research to find. And against them, the lack of investigation has abandoned a big amount of people that are part of reef from Hawaii. This is necessary created a new trade calling indigenomics, which is genetic research to improve monetary health through methods that respect indigenous knowledge.
Nowadays, the science about genetics is very important, especially on health and diseases prevention, in order to know its origin, tones the knowledge of the structures of our ancestors' genome, and how today this genome has begin changing, producing new diseases like liver, obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular diseases. It is important to realize deep studies using the native genome of each the country in order to recognize the similarities that this has with our genome. Vision of the more people is make genetic research more native on to indigenous genome sequencing technology. It is important is in the video indicate reconnaissance of the trivial genomics in the case of the principal cause of these diseases in the native people in Hawaii.
Okay, so Kelly Fox also explains how about he's going to increase the influence of the Indian Hawaiian people in the genome studies. He shows a device that he can fit in his pocket that he can read the genome, and he's trying to make the Indian people more participate to the studies. He show a graphic that explains that the European people are the base of the studies in 90% of the cases, and less than 1% of the studies are based on Indian people. He is trying to reject the racism that the scientific people do to the Indian people, so they can include the Indian peoples in the studies. He also explained that the Hawaiian people has a higher expectancy of life, that the Hawaiians has less diseases as diabetes, cardiovascular problems, and obesity, like the other people of the United States.
To conclude, in the video we can see that there is not equality, the research that the science have until now, because there are some cities or towns that never have the research done. Thank you for everybody. I hope that you like all of what we say in this video. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.